Flynn could face charges if he lied to the FBI. Elaine, the overall investigation is one of the most sensitive and closely held in the history of the Bureau.
Well, Jeff, during the White House briefing Tuesday afternoon, Press Secretary Sean Spicer argued that the Justice Department dropped the ball for not notifying the White House quickly enough about this issue. How is the DOJ responding to that?
Well, you might not be surprised to hear that we didn't get much from the Department of Justice on that issue today at all. They did not have any response to what the White House press secretary said.
Well, the situation, Jeff, is raising new questions about other Trump associates and their connections with Russia. So what's happening with that part of the investigation?
Well, you know, sometimes it gets hard following all the details in these investigations, but here's what's at stake here. Remember, toward the end of 2016, the Obama administration determined that they believed that it was the Russians who tried to meddle in the U.S. election with that wave of cyber attacks. And then in the wake of that announcement, there was this investigation into whether Trump associates had any contact or whether they were coordinating with Russian operatives or Russian officials. And so while you have all of this happening and swirling around Michael Flynn, there is also this investigation by the FBI and other intelligence agencies as well into whether there were Trump campaign associates, operatives who were also reaching out to Russian officials during that time. So you have these investigations that are ongoing. There are several of them. And as I told you, it's difficult sometimes to keep track of what's going on at this point.
Well, Jeff, you're also looking into the dossier that raised questions during the transition and is now reportedly gaining more credibility in the intel community. What can you tell us about that?
Well, that's the dossier that came to light in early January. Remember, there was a lot to do about this dossier that President-elect Trump at the time was briefed on by FBI Director James Comey, who gave him a summary of these unsubstantiated allegations that were contained in this dossier that was gathered by a former British spy. And so since that dossier became public, the FBI and other intelligence agencies have been working to vet that information, trying to determine if any of it is true. And what we have learned from our sources is that there are some aspects of that dossier that they may never be able to confirm are true or disprove. However, there are, according to our sources, some aspects of that dossier that are turning out to be true, at least, and they're operating on a confidence scale here. There is increasing confidence that there are some aspects of that dossier that are indeed true.
All right, Jeff Pegues in Washington for us. Jeff, thanks.